We've already talked a little bit about Shiva-like figures in Himalayan art, and there's only a few of them. But we didn't talk too much about the one type of figure which is a little bit unusual, and that's it's a form of Avalokiteshvara, and it's called the Nilakanta. Now, Nila here means blue, and Kanta means throat. And this is a form of Avalokiteshvara that has a blue throat. It's blue in color. I know, it's a little weird. Now, this form of Avalokiteshvara has one face, two arms, two legs, and he's really seated in a meditation posture with the legs in the Vajra asana and the hands in a meditation gesture, right over left. And sometimes he will even have Amitabha on the crown of his head. In some depictions, he will have snakes, also two snakes wrapped around his neck. Now, the color is a bit suspect. It could be yellow, it could be white, or it could be a little bit dark in complexion, or it could be just sort of human skin color. There's a real variety of color. So the only thing we can really say for sure with the iconography is that he's in a meditation posture, with the legs in Vajrasana, and he has a blue neck, and there are generally two snakes associated. Now, the two snakes don't have to be wrapped around his neck, they don't have to be coming from behind, they could also be at the sides. And this form of Avalokiteshvara can also be wearing very, very simple attire with virtually no jewelry, or else just a very simple necklace, maybe imitating a Brahman's cord, and then maybe an antelope, a Krishnasara skin. He might be wearing a tiger skin skirt, or he could be wearing some type of cloth garment. There's many different, of the examples we have, there's many different variations. Now, where does this whole concept of Nilakanta come from? Well, it's coming from Shiva. This is a story of Shiva drinking poison, and then Shiva, the god Shiva, blocks the poison in his throat so it doesn't go to the rest of his body and presumably kill him or cause him some harm. So he blocks it at the throat, and the poison causes his neck to become blue. So this is a clear borrowing by Tantric Buddhism from Hinduism. And there's many, many examples of this with Avalokiteshvara and forms of Avalokiteshvara. Many borrowings, and I would say primarily the borrowings are from the Shaiva religion. They're images of Shiva that are being copied, not so much with Vishnu, and rarely with Brahma. Very rarely with Brahma. So the Nilakanta is relating to a Shiva story. Now, what is the Buddha story of why Avalokiteshvara has a blue throat? Well, I don't know. I've only really come across one text, a Sanskrit text in the Sadhanamala, and it actually doesn't give a story. It just gives a description of the general form of the deity. I have also not yet located in the major texts that are the compendia of iconographic forms. I've not actually found the Nilakanta. I have an idea of where to look to find it, but it is an unusual form. It does appear rarely, but I just felt that it needed to be commented on. So we'll leave it at that for now, and I'll probably try and locate one or more texts and do a comparison of the text to see how the figure should look and what's earlier and then also what's later. So you can press the like button, you can subscribe, and you can also join HAR on Patreon to help support the work we do.